Hey everyone, welcome back to the Study English Online, your English podcast for real conversation practice and easy English in daily life.
Yes, the place where even your rough days become great English practice.
I'm Anna.
And I'm Jake. Great to have you with us today.
So Jake, honestly, how's your week been?
Oh, today's actually been a bit rough, honestly. Overslept, spilled coffee on my shirt, and then my train was delayed. Classic bad day combo.
Oh no, the classic trio. Well, that's actually a perfect setup for today's topic.
Yes, today we're talking about how to handle a bad day in English conversation, how to talk about having a rough day, express your feelings honestly, and also how to support someone else who's having one.
This is such a valuable human topic because bad days happen to everyone, and knowing how to talk about them without over-explaining or under-explaining is a genuinely useful life skill in English.
True, and honestly, this topic gives us a great chance to practice emotional vocabulary, useful venting phrases, and warm, supportive language too, both giving and receiving comfort.
Exactly. By the end of this episode, you'll be able to talk about a rough day honestly, ask a friend how they're really doing, and offer genuine support in English.
Quick favor before we start. If you're enjoying this podcast, please like this episode, subscribe, and share it with a friend learning English.
And comment below. Tell us one small thing that always helps you feel better after a rough day. We genuinely love reading your comments.
All right, let's get into it.
Quick note before we begin, today's episode is about everyday rough days. Stress, frustration, tiredness, the normal ups and downs of life. If you're ever dealing with something heavier, please do reach out to a trusted person or professional. This episode is really about everyday English conversation skills.
Well said, Anna. Okay, let's dive in.
Okay, let's start with why this specific topic matters so much for English learners.
Great question. First, it's incredibly common. How are you gets asked constantly, and sometimes the honest answer isn't great, it's kind of a rough day actually.
True. And many learners only know how to say, I'm fine, or I'm good, even when that's not really accurate, simply because they don't have the vocabulary for anything more nuanced.
Second, this topic builds real emotional vocabulary, words for frustration, tiredness, overwhelm, disappointment, which are genuinely useful across tons of other conversations too.
Third, it teaches you how to support others well, which builds deeper, more genuine friendships and relationships, not just surface-level small talk.
Great point. And fourth, expressing a bad day honestly, but appropriately, is actually a really healthy communication habit in any language.
Beautifully summarized. Let's build our vocabulary and structure now.
Okay, let's build a simple, natural structure for describing a rough day when someone asks how you are.
Step 1. A brief, honest signal. Honestly, it's been a rough day. Not gonna lie, today's been tough. I've had better days, to be honest.
Step 2. A brief reason or two, without over-explaining. I've just been really swamped at work. A few things went wrong this morning.
Step 3. Optional. A small closing note, showing you're managing okay or inviting further conversation. But I'll be all right. Just needed to vent a little. Thanks for asking. Anyway, how's your day going?
Let's build a full example. Honestly, it's been a rough day. I've just been really swamped at work, and I barely had time to eat lunch. But I'll be all right. Just needed to vent a little.
Perfect. Honest, clear, and not overwhelming. Exactly the right amount of detail for a normal, everyday conversation.
Let's build another one. Not gonna lie, today's been tough. A few things went wrong this morning. Nothing major, just one of those days. Anyway, how's your day going?
Beautiful. And notice, ending with a question back keeps the conversation balanced rather than one-sided.
Great point. Now let's build your vocabulary toolbox for describing different kinds of bad days.
Let's go through vocabulary for different kinds of rough days, since bad day can mean many different things.
Stressful, busy days. Swamped, extremely busy. Slammed, similarly very busy, especially at work. Overwhelmed, feeling like there's too much to handle. Running on empty, feeling exhausted, out of energy.
Frustrating days. Frustrating, annoying, and difficult. Nothing's going right. One thing after another, describing a series of small problems. It's just not my day.
Tiring, low-energy days. Exhausted, very tired. Drained, similar, especially emotionally tired. Running on fumes, almost completely out of energy. Could really use a nap.
Relatable. Disappointing days. Disappointing, when something didn't go as hoped. Let down, feeling disappointed by someone or something. Didn't go as planned.
Emotionally heavy days. Off, feeling not quite right without a specific reason. Down, feeling a bit sad or low. In a funk, feeling stuck in a low mood temporarily.
Great range of vocabulary, listeners, covering stress, frustration, tiredness, disappointment, and low mood, all really common, everyday emotional experiences.
Let's build a full example combining a few. Honestly, I'm feeling pretty drained today. Work's been really slammed all week, and I'm just running on fumes at this point.
Beautiful, natural example, listeners, showing how these vocabulary words fit together in a genuine, relatable sentence.
Let's cover phrases for briefly explaining why you're having a rough day without over-explaining or oversharing.
Great addition. Useful phrases. Work's just been a lot lately. I didn't sleep well last night. I had a disagreement with a friend. Everything just piled up at once.
Great, honest, appropriately brief phrases. Let's also cover phrases for smaller, more minor frustrations, the little things that add up. Just a bunch of little things went wrong. Nothing huge, just an off day. Small stuff, but it adds up sometimes.
Great phrases, listeners, showing that not every bad day needs a big dramatic reason. Sometimes it's just an accumulation of small things.
Let's also cover phrases for bigger, more significant reasons, when appropriate to share. I got some difficult news today. Something happened with my family. I'd rather not get into details. I'm dealing with something pretty heavy right now.
Great respectful phrases too, listeners, showing you can acknowledge something significant without feeling obliged to share every detail, especially with someone you don't know very well.
Beautifully covered. Let's now talk about asking someone else how they're really doing.
Let's flip to the other side, genuinely checking in on someone else, beyond the automatic, "How are you? Good, you?" exchange.
Great addition. Useful phrases. How are you really doing? You seem a little off today. Everything okay? Is everything all right? You seem a bit quiet.
Great caring phrases, listeners, showing genuine attentiveness rather than just going through the motions of a casual greeting.
Let's also cover phrases for gently following up if someone seems hesitant to share. No pressure to talk about it, but I'm here if you need to. Whenever you're ready, I'm happy to listen. Take your time, no rush.
Beautiful, patient phrases, giving someone space rather than pushing them to open up before they're ready.
Let's build a full example. Hey, you seem a little quiet today. Everything okay? Honestly, not really. It's been a rough one. I'm really sorry to hear that. Do you want to talk about it or just vent for a bit?
Beautiful example, listeners, showing genuine care and giving the other person an easy, comfortable choice for how to proceed.
Let's build your toolkit for offering genuine, warm support once someone has opened up about a bad day.
Great addition. Useful phrases. That sounds really tough. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. That makes total sense that you're feeling this way. I'm really sorry. That sounds exhausting.
Great validating phrases, listeners, showing empathy without immediately jumping to solutions, which is often exactly what someone needs first.
Let's also cover phrases for offering practical help when appropriate. Is there anything I can do to help? Do you want me to bring you anything? Let me know if you want to talk it through.
Great practical, non-pushy phrases. Let's also cover gentle encouragement without minimizing someone's feelings. You're handling this really well. It's okay to have an off day. You don't need to be okay all the time. This won't last forever, even though it feels that way right now.
Beautiful, warm phrases, listeners. And notice these avoid the common trap of dismissive phrases like, it's not a big deal, or just think positive, which can sometimes feel invalidating rather than comforting.
Great point. Tone and validation really matter here, more than quick fixes or forced positivity.
Beautifully covered. Now let's talk about healthy ways to describe coping with a bad day.
Let's cover vocabulary for describing how you're taking care of yourself during a rough day in a healthy, balanced way.
Great addition. Useful phrases. I'm just going to take it easy tonight. I think I need some quiet time to reset. I'm planning to get some rest and start fresh tomorrow.
Great, gentle self-care phrases. Let's also cover phrases for specific coping activities. A walk usually helps clear my head. I'm going to call a friend and vent for a bit. I find journaling really helps me process things.
Great range, listeners, showing healthy, common coping strategies, movement, connection, and reflection, all completely normal, positive ways to handle a rough day.
Let's also mention the phrase reset, a lovely common word for describing recovering from a difficult day. I just need a night to reset. A good night's sleep usually resets everything for me.
Beautiful, natural vocabulary, listeners. Let's build a full example. Honestly, today's been a lot. I think I'm just going to take it easy tonight, maybe go for a walk to clear my head, and get some good sleep to reset before tomorrow.
Beautiful, healthy, balanced example, listeners, showing genuine self-care without over-explaining or dramatizing the situation.
Mistake 1. Always saying, I'm fine, even when it's not true, which can prevent genuine connection and support. It's completely okay and often healthier to say, honestly, not my best day, when that's accurate.
Mistake 2, over-explaining every detail to someone who is just making polite small talk. A brief, appropriately sized answer usually fits better than a long, detailed explanation, unless the other person clearly invites more detail.
Mistake 3. Dismissive responses when someone else shares a bad day, like, it's not a big deal, or others have it worse. These can feel invalidating, even well-intentioned. Validating phrases work much better.
Mistake 4, jumping straight to solutions before offering emotional validation first. Have you tried just being more positive? Can feel dismissive if said before genuinely acknowledging how someone feels.
Mistake 5. Confusing a temporary bad day with a bigger, ongoing struggle. If someone mentions something that sounds more serious or ongoing, gently checking in further. Is this a one-off, or has it been going on for a while? Shows real care and attentiveness.
Beautifully covered, listeners. Small adjustments, much more genuine, supportive conversations overall.
Quick cultural note before our example conversations, because openness about having a bad day does shift a bit across English-speaking cultures.
True. In the United States, especially in casual settings, briefly sharing that you're having a rough day is generally quite normal and accepted, though workplace settings often still favor a brief, professional response.
In the UK, there's often a cultural tendency towards understatement. Even a genuinely difficult day might be described simply as not the best day, reflecting that classic British reserve.
In Australia, casual honesty about a bad day paired with light humor is fairly common and generally well received in everyday conversation.
And in many parts of India and South Asia, openness about a bad day often depends heavily on relationship closeness, more darted in unfamiliar or formal settings, but often warmly, openly discussed within close family and friend circles.
Great context, listeners, showing that reading the relationship and setting really matters when deciding how much to share about a rough day.
Beautifully summarized. Now let's cover a few useful idioms before our example conversations.
Let's cover idioms that come up naturally when describing rough days and difficult moments.
First, one of those days, meaning a day where everything seems to go wrong. It's just one of those days.
Second, on the wrong side of the bed, short for wake up on the wrong side of the bed, meaning starting the day in a bad mood. I definitely woke up on the wrong side of the bed today.
Third, at the end of my rope, meaning feeling like you've reached your limit of patience or energy. Honestly, I'm at the end of my rope with this project.
Fourth, hang in there, a warm, encouraging phrase for someone going through a hard time. I know it's tough right now. Just hang in there.
Fifth, blow off some steam, meaning to release stress or frustration, often through activity. I went for a run to blow off some steam.
Sixth, this too shall pass, a gentle, comforting phrase reminding someone that difficult moments are temporary. I know it feels rough right now, but this too shall pass.
Beautiful, natural vocabulary, listeners. Let's build a full example. Honestly, I woke up on the wrong side of the bed, and then it just became one of those days. I went for a run after work to blow off some steam, and I'm trying to remember, this too shall pass.
Perfect, natural example, listeners. These idioms instantly add warmth and fluency to conversations about difficult days.
Okay, first one. 2 coworkers checking in during a stressful day.
Hey, you okay? You seem a little stressed today.
Honestly, yeah, it's been one of those days. Everything just piled up at once.
That sounds really tough. Is there anything I can help with?
I think I've mostly got it handled, but thank you for asking. That actually means a lot.
Of course. Let me know if that changes. Hang in there.
Great, warm, professional example, listeners, showing genuine care without overstepping. Now let's do a second one. 2 close friends on a phone call. Hey, how's your day going?
Honestly, pretty rough. I got some disappointing news about a project I was really excited about.
Oh no, I'm really sorry to hear that. That sounds really frustrating.
Yeah, it's been a lot. I think I just need to vent for a bit, if that's okay.
Absolutely. I'm here. Take your time.
Beautiful, supportive example, listeners, showing exactly the warmth and patience close friendships allow for.
Let's do a third one. Family members catching up after a hard day.
Hi, sweetheart. How was your day?
Honestly, kind of exhausting. Work's been really slammed lately.
I'm sorry to hear that. Are you managing okay?
Yeah, I think so. Just tired. I'm planning to take it easy tonight and get some rest.
That sounds like a good plan. I'm proud of you for taking care of yourself.
Thanks, Dad. That really means a lot.
See, listeners, notice the warmth, brevity, and genuine care throughout. Exactly the tone we want in these everyday supportive conversations.
Let's do one final example, a slightly lighter one, using humor to cope with a small, frustrating day.
How's your day been?
Honestly, disaster. Spilled coffee on myself, missed my bus, and then my laptop crashed during a meeting.
Oh no, that's rough. Sounds like a real trifecta.
Exactly. Definitely woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. At least it can only get better from here, right?
That's the spirit. Hang in there. Almost done with the day.
Beautiful light example, listeners, showing how humor can be a really healthy, natural way to talk through smaller, everyday frustrations.
Quick FAQ before practice time. From a listener named Aiko, is it okay to say, I'm not okay, if someone asks how I am casually, or is that too much?
Great question, Aiko. It really depends on the context and relationship. With close friends or family, it's usually completely fine and often appreciated as honesty. With more casual acquaintances, a briefer version, honestly, it's been a tough day, works well without feeling too heavy.
Next, from a listener named Marcus, what if I don't want to talk about why I'm having a bad day?
Totally valid, Marcus. You can simply say, I'd rather not get into it right now, but thanks for asking. Completely respectful and sets a clear, comfortable boundary.
Next, from a listener named Sophia, how do I comfort someone in English without sounding awkward or fake?
Great question, Sophia. Keeping it simple and genuine works best. That sounds really hard. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. Said sincerely is almost always more comforting than an elaborate, over-rehearsed response.
Last one from a listener named Yusuf. What if someone's bad day seems to be part of a bigger, ongoing pattern? How do I gently bring that up?
Thoughtful question, Yusuf. You could say, I've noticed you've seemed pretty stressed for a while now. Is everything okay, or is there something bigger going on? Gentle, caring, and opens the door without pressuring them.
Great questions today, everyone. Thanks for sending them in.
Quick shadowing exercise before practice time. We say a sentence, you repeat it out loud.
Sentence 1. Honestly, it's been a rough day. Now you.
Sentence 2. I've had better days, to be honest. Now you.
Sentence 3. You seem a little off today. Everything okay? Now you.
Sentence 4. That sounds really tough. I'm sorry you're dealing with that. Now you.
Sentence 5. I think I just need to vent for a bit. Now you.
Sentence 6. Hang in there. This too shall pass. Now you.
Great job, everyone. Let's also review our full glossary quickly. Describing a bad day. Honestly, it's been a rough day. I've had better days. It's just one of those days.
Vocabulary. Swamped, drained, overwhelmed, in a funk, running on fumes.
Checking in on others. How are you really doing? You seem a little off today. No pressure to talk about it, but I'm here.
Offering support. That sounds really tough. Is there anything I can do to help? It's okay to have an off day.
Healthy coping phrases. I'm going to take it easy tonight. A walk usually helps clear my head. I just need a night to reset.
Idioms. One of those days. At the end of my rope. Hang in there. Blow off some steam. This too shall pass.
What a complete toolkit, listeners. Review this glossary whenever you want a quick refresher before a real conversation about a rough day.
Let's give you one more useful resource. 10 different everyday bad day scenarios, each with a natural way to describe it.
Number 1. A stressful work deadline. Honestly, I'm swamped. This deadline has completely taken over my week.
Number 2. A small string of bad luck. It's just been one thing after another today. Nothing major, just annoying.
Number 3. Feeling emotionally drained. I'm feeling pretty drained today. Not really sure why, just an off day.
Number 4. A disagreement with a friend. I had a bit of a rough conversation with a friend earlier, still processing it.
Number 5. Poor sleep affecting your mood. I barely slept last night, so I'm running on fumes.
Number 6. Disappointing news. I got some disappointing news today, still trying to wrap my head around it.
Number 7. General overwhelm. Everything just feels like a lot right now, honestly.
Number 8. A minor but frustrating mishap. My whole morning fell apart. Spilled coffee, missed the bus, the usual chaos.
Number 9. Feeling low without a clear reason. I've just been in a bit of a funk today. Can't really explain why.
Number 10. Recovering after a hard day. Today was rough, but I'm taking it easy tonight and trying to reset.
What a great, honest range, listeners. 10 completely different rough day situations, but every single one used the exact same simple, natural structure and vocabulary from today's episode.
Exactly, and that's really the secret, listeners. Once you know the formula, you can describe absolutely any bad day, big or small, using these same natural, healthy tools.
Quick bonus vocabulary section. A few phrasal verbs that come up naturally around difficult days and emotional recovery.
Great idea. First, deal with, meaning to handle or cope with something. I'm just trying to deal with everything one step at a time.
Second, get through, meaning to survive or endure a difficult period. I don't know how, but I'll get through it.
Third, bounce back, meaning to recover from a setback fairly quickly. I had a rough morning, but I usually bounce back pretty fast.
Fourth, let off steam, meaning to release stress. I like to let off some steam by going for a run.
Fifth, pull yourself together, meaning to regain composure after being upset, often said gently to oneself. I just took a few minutes to pull myself together before the meeting.
Sixth, shake it off, meaning to move past something quickly, not let it affect you too much. It wasn't great, but I'm trying to just shake it off.
Let's build an example combining a few. Today was honestly rough, but I'm trying to deal with it one thing at a time. I went for a walk to let off some steam, and I think I'm starting to shake it off a little.
Perfect natural example, listeners. These phrasal verbs add real depth and fluency to conversations about handling difficult days.
Let's cover a warmer, more positive angle, vocabulary for the small things that help turn a bad day around.
Great addition. Useful phrases. A good cup of coffee always helps a little. Listening to my favorite playlist really lifts my mood. Even just a short walk outside makes a difference.
Great, relatable phrases, listeners, showing small, accessible ways people naturally comfort themselves.
Let's also cover phrases specifically about connection helping mood. Talking to a friend always makes me feel better. Just being around my family helps, even without saying much. A good laugh with someone always turns things around.
Beautiful, warm phrases showing how connection often plays a huge role in recovering from a rough day.
Let's also mention the phrase silver lining, a lovely common idiom for finding something positive within a difficult situation. Even on a bad day, I try to find a silver lining somewhere.
Great addition, listeners, a really useful, hopeful phrase for these conversations.
Let's build a full example. Today was honestly tough, but talking to my sister on the phone really helped turn things around. Even on rough days, I try to find some kind of silver lining. Today, it was just hearing her laugh.
Beautiful, warm, complete example, listeners, showing genuine emotional resilience in a natural, relatable way.
Let's do one more role play, this time over text message, since checking in on someone's bad day often happens this way too.
As text 1, hey, just checking in, how's your day going?
As text 2, honestly, not great. Work has been a lot today.
As text 3, I'm really sorry to hear that. Want to talk about it, or would distraction be more helpful right now?
As text 4, honestly, distraction sounds perfect right now.
As text 5, okay, tell me the most ridiculous thing that happened to you this week. Go.
As text 6, okay, that actually helped. Thank you.
As text 7, anytime. Sending you a virtual hug. Let me know if you need anything later.
See, listeners, notice how naturally this text conversation offered a real choice. Talk it through or get distracted, showing genuine attentiveness to what the person actually needed in that moment.
Beautifully demonstrated. And honestly, this exact approach, offering options rather than assuming what someone needs, works beautifully in any supportive conversation, spoken or written.
Let's do one more role play, a slightly different setting, a brief, kind exchange between a customer and a visibly tired service worker.
As customer, hi there, rough day?
As worker, honestly, yeah, it's been nonstop since this morning.
As customer, I'm sorry to hear that. You're doing a great job, though. I really appreciate your patience.
As worker, that really means a lot. Thank you for saying that.
As customer, of course, hang in there. You're almost through the day.
As worker, thanks. That actually helped more than you know.
See, listeners, notice how a brief, kind acknowledgement from a stranger can genuinely brighten someone's difficult day, a lovely reminder that small talk kindness really does matter.
Beautifully demonstrated, and honestly, this kind of small, everyday kindness is such a meaningful way to use the phrases we've learned today.
Let's squeeze in a few more listener questions before practice time.
From a listener named Renata, Is it okay to have a bad day at work and still act professional, or should I hide it completely?
Great question, Renata. You don't need to hide it completely, but keeping the sharing brief and professional works well. It's been a busy day, but I'm managing, rather than going into extensive personal detail with colleagues you're not close with.
From a listener named Hugo, what if I keep having bad days in a row? Is there different language for that?
Good, thoughtful question, Hugo. You might say, honestly, it's been a rough stretch lately, or this week's been pretty tough overall, describing a pattern rather than just one day. And if it continues, reaching out to someone you trust or a professional is always a healthy, valid step.
Beautiful, caring phrasing. Great questions today, everyone. Thanks so much for sending them in.
Let's do one more role play, a deeper, warmer one, between partners at the end of a genuinely difficult day.
As partner 1, hey, you're home. Long day?
As partner 2, honestly, one of the hardest in a while. I don't even really know where to start.
As partner 2, come here, sit down. Do you want to talk about it or just decompress for a bit?
As partner 2, I think I just need a few minutes to decompress if that's okay.
As partner 2, of course, take all the time you need. I'll make some tea.
As partner 2, a few minutes later, okay, I think I'm ready to talk now. It was just a really overwhelming day at work on top of everything else going on.
As partner 2, that sounds like a lot to carry. I'm really glad you're home now, and I'm here for whatever you need.
As partner 2, thank you. Honestly, just having you listen means so much.
See, listeners, notice how patient and unhurried this whole exchange felt? Giving space first, then genuinely listening. Exactly the kind of deep, caring support close relationships can offer.
Beautifully demonstrated. And honestly, this kind of patient, spacious support is a real skill worth practicing in any language.
Let's cover one more important, often overlooked angle, setting healthy boundaries while still being a supportive friend, so supporting others doesn't lead to your own burnout.
Great, important addition. Useful phrases. I really want to support you, but I'm also feeling a bit stretched thin myself right now. I care about you a lot, and I think this might be something worth talking to a professional about too.
Great, honest, caring phrases, listeners. Showing genuine support doesn't mean carrying everything alone or pretending you have unlimited capacity.
Let's also cover phrases for gently suggesting additional support, like a counselor or therapist, when a friend's struggles seem to go beyond a normal bad day. I really think talking to someone, like a counselor, could help alongside chatting with me. I'm always here to listen, and I also think it might help to talk to a professional about this.
Beautiful, caring phrasing, listeners, showing that suggesting outside support is an act of genuine care, not a rejection or a brush-off.
Let's also mention a phrase for taking a short pause in a draining conversation respectfully. Can we continue this conversation a little later? I want to be fully present for it. Honest, caring, and respectful of both people's energy.
Beautifully summarized, listeners. Genuine, sustainable support includes honesty about your own limits, too. That's not selfish, it's healthy. Okay, listeners, let's practice. Speak your answers out loud, not just in your head.
First, describe a recent rough day using our three-part structure: signal, reason, closing note.
Second, practice asking a friend how they're really doing, using a caring, gentle phrase.
Third, practice offering support to someone who just shared a bad day, using a validating phrase.
Fourth, describe a healthy coping activity you like to use after a hard day.
Fifth, try using one idiom from today's episode in a natural sentence.
Great job, everyone. Comment below with one phrase from today's episode you're going to try using this week.
Quick recap. First, we learned the three-part structure for describing a bad day: signal, reason, closing note.
Second, we built vocabulary for different types of bad days: stressful, frustrating, tiring, disappointing, and emotionally heavy.
Third, we practiced briefly explaining reasons behind a bad day without over-explaining.
Fourth, we learned how to genuinely check in on others, going beyond automatic small talk.
Fifth, we built a toolkit for offering warm, validating support.
Sixth, we covered healthy ways to describe coping with a rough day.
Seventh, we avoided common mistakes and explored cultural notes and useful idioms.
And finally, we practiced 4 full example conversations plus 10 bonus everyday scenarios.
That's everything you need to talk about a bad day honestly and support others warmly in any English-speaking conversation.
All right, that's it for today's episode. Next time someone asks how you're doing and it's genuinely been a rough day, try using one of today's phrases, even just one.
If this episode helped you, please like it, subscribe to the podcast, and share it with someone learning English.
And comment below, tell us one small thing that always helps you feel better after a hard day.
Thank you so much for spending this time with us today. Keep practicing, and we'll see you in the next episode.
Take care, everyone, and remember, it's okay to have a bad day. You don't have to be okay all the time. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone.